we have to write it over here. First I will write ABAP memory, and here I will write the SAP memory. So the main difference, the main difference for this is the very first difference what we have is the for SAP ABAP memory that its scope is within the single session. Okay. On the other hand, if you talk it about the SAP memory, on the other hand, if you talk about the SAP memory, its scope is outside the session. Means outside the session also you can access this. This is an important point. Okay. The syntax will be something like here. The syntax for this is going to have import from export. First you are going to export the data IT_tab to memory. Okay, and the memory ID, memory name, memory ID will be there, and that memory ID you are going to give it over here, memory ID, and then import from import to, I think, import here, import to, and this internal table, some internal table also you'll have to create in another program, and from the memory ID, from memory and memory ID. So this is like that. You will be having the syntax here. The syntax is going to have set parameter ID and get parameter ID. Get parameter ID. This is a syntax. So wherever get parameter, set parameter is there, you can understand that SAP memory has been used, and wherever the import and export has been used, you can understand that it is a ABAP memory. Fine. Let's go and create one small program just to demonstrate this memory stuff. SE38. One program I'm going to create it over here. Get it open quickly. Okay, I think I have to log in once again. So let's log in into this system only. Z program 1 or Z MB28 APR ABAP memory. First we are going to demonstrate the ABAP memory. Okay, ABAP memory program 1 we are going to create, and memory program 1 executable, save it, local object, and here let's suppose some data we have. Select Matner mtart matKL from Mara into table @ data IT_tab. IT underscore Mara. Okay, up to 20 rows I'm just using over here. So this is what I have written, this syntax, and this data is there in IT underscore Mara. Okay, this data I want to use in another program. Okay, this data I want to use in another program. Check this, come over here, export this data, export IT underscore Mara to, the syntax I have to check, press F1. So export to memory, this one, because this has been however obsolete. Okay, there is a replacement for such kind of requirement if you have in the OOPS concept, shared memory area concept we have. So nowadays that is a frequently used concept, but however it has been obsolete, but this is also being frequently used. Okay, so export parameter list to memory. Click on this export and let us see the here we have short references. This is okay. So export P1 this is also one P tab, right? I have what? I have the internal table, so I'm going to use this one. Export this data tab, right? Memory ID over here. The compression, let me check one example. Database shared memory shared from work area, internal table. Okay, so this is we have. Okay, export I tab to memory ID. This here they are creating this I tab, right? So let me do like this, export. I will copy this and just come over here. So export IT underscore Mara to memory ID, and this ID will have to define of 3 characters. Generally we define 3 characters, so let's MID, okay, full stop, and comment this one. Okay, petty printer. So here you are just able to pass your data from here, export IT underscore Mara to memory ID to this particular memory ID, and this is the shared memory ID within a session. So there we can get any name, we can give it over here. Let's go and create one another program, SE38, and program number 2. Memory program 2, executable. Click on the save button, local object, and here I want to store this memory. Okay, I want to get this IT underscore Mara data into that program. So control with or control import IT underscore Mara to here IM underscore Mara from memory ID. Okay, this is the syntax what we use. So this IT underscore Mara, this table is there in that particular program, and this IM underscore Mara here in this program will have to declare. Okay, so in this program we'll have to declare. So let's declare it. Types begin of TS underscore Mara. The 3 same structure and everything should be same. So Matner, type Matner, then we have the mtar type mtart, and then we have matl, right? This is what we have. End of ts underscore mara. Now this program and that program should be there in the same session, then only it is possible. So from this program I'm going to call this program. So how to call this program from this program? Using the submit statement, right? Submit what is the program name? This is the program name. Just copy, paste it over here, submit program, and return. Pretty printer, check the syntax now. Let us see if some error is there. It's telling some error. im underscore mara is unknown. Okay, we have not defined this. Data im underscore mara type table of ts underscore mara. Okay, now check the syntax. Activate this one. And just put the breakpoint over here and press F8. Okay, press F8. I have to display this one now. So cl demo output and display data im underscore mara. Save it, check it, activate it. Now press F8. Okay. Press F5. It will call that particular program, right? It's a system program because I think I have enabled that system debugging. So directly it will not call that program, right? Directly it will not call that program. Some system program will be there which is going to call that. Okay, we have not enabled, but still it is calling. So it's the internal behavior. Press F5. F5. Okay. So here inside this report it has come. That's fine. Here the submit report to. Have we not activated that one? That report one? Yeah, we have not activated. Okay, so no problem. Just press F8. Nothing will be shown because we have not activated this. Let's activate this one. Here also I'll put the breakpoint so that I will get the I don't have to do F5 and all. Directly it will stop over there, right? So I've just pressed F6 and here you can see that it has stopped in this another program, right? This program I am calling inside the program number 2, right? So here the data it underscore mara, some 20 records I have chosen, and I'm putting this data into this memory ID and just press F6. So in the same session this program is also there. Now in it underscore mara, right? It underscore mara, there in that program number 1, that was the variable. From that variable I am getting the data into this variable at runtime. Press F6 and let us see. I'll just press F6. So from there the data has taken into this im underscore mara. Let's see if the data is there or not. 20 records. Here you can see that 20 records has come, right, from this it underscore mara to im underscore mara, and this data I can display it over here. So here there is no select query. I can reuse that program. From there I can get the data over here using the ABAP memory. So this is what you have, the ABAP memory. Okay. Now SAP memory. SAP memory. What is this SAP memory? Let's create a program SAP memory. If you have any question over here, you can ask. SAP Memory. Click on this create button. SAP Memory demo. Executable program, save and local object. And here you can use the set parameter ID. Okay. So for example, I'm going to set some parameter ID over here. Set parameter ID, it is having some syntax, field and field value, something like that. Set parameter ID, and let me check this syntax. Press F1. Set parameter ID PID field. Copy this, close this one, Control A. So ID, this is the parameter ID and this is the field for which we want to state the parameter. Okay, so let's suppose this parameter ID you are going to give some parameter. Here also you can define any parameter. Okay, and the field maybe I'm having some LV underscore name over here, and here data LV underscore name type tar 5. LV underscore name equals to Pankaj. I have just given. Okay, so setting the parameter, this value Pankaj I am setting to this LV from this LV underscore name I am setting to this ABC, this parameter, to this parameter. Okay, and this value I would like to get into once I will run this program, the value is going to be set, this Pankaj is going to set into ABC, and that value I can access in another program. Okay, activate this one. So this is in different session. If you just observe, this is going to be in different session. Press F8. I've just run it. Write it over here, this program. Write over here that parameter ID set successfully. If size sub RC equals to 0, parameter ID successfully set. Activate this one. Activate, press F8. Got successfully set, right? Now let's create one more program. So SE38. So SAP Memory demo. This is the program number 2. Click create, test, program number 2. Click on the save button, local object, and let's write it over here. Get parameter ID. What's the parameter ID? It's a ABC I have given. Field, and here the same field type I have to give it over here so that it will take. Okay, Control C and Control V. LV underscore name. Okay, if size sub RC equals to 0, then write that parameter ID value imported successfully. Imported, set successfully, was set successfully, and value is what? And value is value is comma give the value LV underscore name. This value I want to print it. Control V. Okay, give it over here and colon full stop. Okay, and I'll give some color also. Activate this, activate, and let's run this one. You can see that Pankaj it is showing in this program. Parameter ID value was set successfully and value is Pankaj. Okay, here I'm not using anywhere Pankaj, right? But in this program, this is a separate session of this program. In that memory ID ABC, that Pankaj was set, and from that ABC I have got this value inside this LV underscore name. So it will be there, until and unless you will overwrite that value with some another value. It will be there Pankaj only. Okay, so here in LV underscore name Pankaj has come. Okay, suppose here again once again, here you are going to write SAP morning batch will now end today. So here character 40 or something like that. It will be character 50 maybe. So in this program also, we'll have to define character 50, or it may give dump or it may truncate the value. Okay, any one of these two scenario will be happening. So character 50 over here activate this one, activate, and run this. So it's getting the parameter. Right now also what the value will be there? Pankaj only, because I have not run that particular program. Okay, press F8, and now I'm going to run that program. I missed to run this program. Actually I was supposed to run this program. Sorry, the program number 1, actually this program. Let me close some extra session. It's confusing. MID, close this. Yeah, only now this parameter ID set successfully, and this one parameter ID was retrieved. Maybe we can write like retrieved successfully. Okay. So it's asking me to actually write into the, so like that also we can do. Fine. PT printer, check the syntax, activate this one. Okay, so I'm going to run this now program. SAP morning batch will now end today, and press F8. Parameter ID set successfully, and now I'm expecting there that the value under here should be that. Press F8 and let us see. I'm getting over here what value we are going to get in LV underscore name. Press F6, LV underscore name, and here you go. You can see that SAP morning batch is that particular value. So in the different session, this is the main main actually difference, that in the different session, in other you can get, and in once. Right, any question if you have over here, you can just go ahead and ask related with this memory. Any question? Okay, where this set parameter, get parameter generally we use. So you might have observed that when you go here to mm01, right? When you go here mm01, automatically some material will be coming over here automatically. automatically some material will be setting it over here. Okay, not like this drop down, this 2426 in your organization. If you access some material, the recent material will appear over here, the recent one. So actually that recent material is going to set at the memory level, in the SAP memory level, and when you go and run this transaction, automatically this 2426 will come over there. Okay. This is the general behavior. So for I will give you one example over here with the program, actually how it's going to be beneficial. So suppose you want to write a program. Okay, you want to write a program, and in that program your customer is telling that when he is going to run that program, directly your particular transaction should go into the display mode and display the material. For example, suppose this is your requirement, like you are going to do the call transaction. What is MM03? Escape initial screen. Okay, just give at this point of time this one only, MM03. So here the material, we very much know that at material level, means at the material number data element level, we are having the parameter option. Okay, inbuilt parameter option we are having. Okay, sorry, Matner, I have to go to this data element, actually Matner. So further characteristic, if you go over here, you can check that parameter MAT is there. This parameter MAT is there. So now if you just use that set parameter ID MAT field Matner equals to what? Let's suppose that particular value. This just I have shown you over there, ME03. Sorry, MM03 is the transaction actually. Okay, 2426 I have. You can see that here also it is automatically coming, right? Why? Because if you see the data element associated over here, no, F1 if you press, the data element associated over here is the Matner. Here Matner, and the parameter ID is mat. So in MM03, right, MM03, what we have accessed over there, MM03 recently 2426. Here also you can see that 2426 is coming automatically. It is coming. This is the magic of SAP Memory. SAP Memory. This is 2426. Any value we can select from here, and that value in the next transaction, wherever this material having the material Matner is associated, automatically that value will come. Automatically that value will come. So if you have any question over here, you can just ask it. 2544, here I'm using 2544. So if you again just 2544 I'm using over here, I could have pressed enter at least once, then only it will be set. I forgot to press the enter. Let me go and press once again enter over here. See, in previous one only it's taken. This the recent one, 2544, press enter. Basic data, press enter. And now just go back, and now 2544 only will come everywhere. Everywhere it will come /n mm03 or me03. I have just I was not knowing that transaction. You see, 2544 me03. This is also some transaction. Here also that material. So wherever the Matner will be there as a data element, everywhere this will come automatically, because it will the Matner data element is associated with that parameter ID. So using that actually using So this matner here, the field matner, and this value will have to set it. LV underscore matner type matner value 2544, or any value, any other value also we can take. And from that program, from this program, I want to open directly this 2544, okay, or some another value. Already it is there, so might be thinking that because it's already there, that's why it has opened. So I'm just going to take some another value. So 2483, some valid value I will take so that it will be able to open, otherwise it will tell that error. So control V 2483 full stop, and the set parameter ID field LV underscore matner. Now call transaction MM03. If you do this call transaction, what it will do, that automatically, because you have set 2483, it will set the value over there 2483. So if you just run it, you can see that 2483 automatically it's calling that MM03 transaction. And you don't want to stop at this particular screen, you can directly go into that, you can directly go into, let me remove this write statement now. Okay, so you can just skipping initial screen, some skip initial screen. With I need to check the syntax, so press F1 over here and skip initial screen, something like that. The syntax is there which will just allow you to skip, so, and skip first screen, actually you have to write and skip first screen, save it and activate it. So now if you press F8, automatically it will open that. You can see that it's asking to select a particular,